real test on the road for the Bombers. And James Hird. Opening bounce. Bell-Chambers with the run, wins it decisively. Stolen away, though, by Bolton, who played so well last week in the draw against Melbourne. Kick inside the forward 50. Coming to meet the ball down there was Bevan. Bevan left it behind eventually. The hand pass from Watson was stray. Opportunity for Hooker. Goes back to Fletcher. Fletcher can go short and does to Stanton. Too short. Instead to Goods.
And now O'Keefe's little handball. Mumford, gee, well played. He's impressive, Mumford. Now Bevan takes his time. It's a good kick.
Goods is the target. Oh, just a fingertip from the man falling to the ground, Hooker. Goods leads back in the race. Heppel took him down. Hardingham, well, he swung his boot at it. Didn't touch it.
Didn't dispose of it.
No. The force certainly with Sydney. White comes in, and that's better. First goal of the afternoon. The margin is 9 points.
So Mumford, Bell-Chambers, Watson's little give, Lonigan. Got a half a kick away, and then Watson down low. Milsham did well, really well. And then Heppel, that's good stuff. And then Heppel off the side, but effective. Playing in front's always a good policy. Cranberry, long bomb, gets it towards Ryder. Got him. Well, kicked a couple last week. He kicked 8 goals in the NAB Cup. We know he's a good shot for goal, and that's straight through the middle. So the Bombers get their game going on the Sunday. Sheeds might have been had a sobering thought, I think, when he saw the scoreboard last night. Not sure Sheeds does have sobering thoughts like that. His energy levels are too high. Well done, Bell-Chambers. Davey, well done. They'll be in front here. Winderlich, it's a free kick.
Amazing.
And Winderlich gets it home. Essendon lead. They've got Collingwood and the Saints. And Fletcher, well, still going, 19th season. He joins a couple of others in Madden and Reynolds that have played just for the Bombers, that have played for 19 years. They're great names.
Dempsey. Myers, punishing kick inside the forward 50. Richards from the side. Hurley might get a free. He will. So, Matthew talked about the efficiency. It seems every time they go inside 50, they're scoring. Very much trending against the play. If he puts this through, Hurley gives it a right. It's working back. It'll hit the post. No, it won't. It just brushes inside the post. Is that a contradiction? It's a goal.
Good stuff, Cranberry on the up-hocking. Milsham, he's got the pace and then centres the ball. Bombers everywhere. It was a poor kick. McVeigh and Matner both go to ground. Matner did pretty well. Cut off by Jetta. Little give okay.
Second one slipped up.
Hasn't this guy got a new lease of life under James Hird? His career was at the crossroads last year.
He sort of emerged very late again last year, didn't he? I think around 22 he played a beauty. Dennis, we called a match late in the year where he played well, but he's been terrific under Hird. They can't miss at the moment.
And I think that perhaps Hooker is designated as a decoy there, sort of a red herring. He led this side, brought Goods with him, and the kick went to the other side. If you like a red and black herring. It's taken by Bolton, who kicks it down towards the pocket, lurking behind as White runs into an open goal, gets it. His second, Sydney's second.
Mumford just wins the tap. McVeigh, Stanton won it and kicks the ball to half forward. Hurley. Grundy, Hurley's got him for pace, and then Hurley's kick is not great, but out in front of Ryder, gets a lovely bounce, gets to Davey, it's a goal. Well done. So good pressure again from the Swans. That's what they need to do. See all the players around. The ball, Bell Chambers, White.
Bolton free kick. Arms around.
Gee, these hurt, don't they?
I missed that. Another look at it.
So Bolton, who kicked 3 last week, he was a real surprise packet, actually. He's got it. So the Swans, good start to this second term.
.25 plays 34.
Hasn't really ignited yet, Goods, but he's had 3 shots on goal. Myers to centre wing. Goods did a good job there. And then hip and shoulder, Winderlick gets up a lot better than Mattner, who's hurt himself. And then McVeigh running hard. Mattner's still down. McVeigh's kick to the pocket. Davey and Shaw. Davey flicks it back so cleverly. Cranberry loves a goal and gets one. They're getting their goals so easily, aren't they?
There's a dasher. Bounce down towards half forward then for the Bombers. Not a particularly high bounce. Interesting now, he's called it a throw. Almost an involuntary action there by Kieran Jack. It sort of came back awkwardly. The angle was strange, and as a result, he almost had to reach back over his head to control it down. Ryder, meantime, runs forward to the play. Gets on the end of it. Mid-afternoon here in Sydney. A terrific day. Ryder just caresses this ball. That's all about timing. That is a beautiful kick.
I read in the paper today that I burst out crying during the weekend at a meeting, which is news to me.
Really?
Oh, strange things happen, don't they? Anyway.
Adelaide Press or?
No, in Sydney.
Sydney Press.
Saw my photo in the paper and threw it in the bin. Hardingham to Watson. Watson's little kick around the corner. Cranberry, gee, we're being self-indulgent. Now McVeigh over the top. Hawkins in a good spot. 45 metres out, takes it upon himself. And why not?
Gee. Mumford knocks it forward. Stolen away by Lonergan. They're doing well at the clearances at the moment too. Forced forward by Watson. Myers holding the ball against him. Briefly saw John Longmire. How many men have had a draw on debut in round 1? In fact, only 2 before. And now free kick, I think, is going to Goods.
He played it well.
Now the best player needs to kick a goal. Goods comes in and nails it. Read alongside the centre circles and nobody on for Sydney. And this is the test, of course. They're rushing back, but not in time. He had to go short to Bird. He was called to play on. Comes to McGlynn. McGlynn's kick to Heppel. And high is the call, so the ball will come back. It'll be a Sydney free kick and will be taken by McGlynn. Will kick from about 40. And that's beautiful. McGlynn puts it through. Margin back to 17.
Zaharakis, Mattner had him cold. Ball coming out. Jetta, he's just had a fumbly old day, Jetta. Little kick, that's good. Must have heard me. Perfect, lace out to Bevan. Oh, Bevan's kick, there you go. If he didn't do it last year, he did it today. 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
But it matters not, as the ball finds Goods. A lovely pass coming from Grundy, I think it was.
Goods takes a chance. Poor kick. Gee, Ryder just stuck his head there. He felt something coming. Probably should have taken it.
Numbers here.
Richards. Grundy. Normally good kick, Grundy. There you go. Lace out to Kennedy.
Following the trend from the first and second quarters, the Swans come out the box again.
I feel like they've been out physical, and the physicality of Essendon's been stronger than Sydney, which would be a surprise, I think. Kennedy's kick is good. They've closed. They've kicked the last 3 goals of the match.
McVeigh active on the mark. That's not a good kick. Almost as if he'd run out of ideas. Yes. Down goes Myers, and he's been penalised for holding it. Almost a limp ball. Bolton suddenly become a goal kicker. 3 last week. An early one today, going at his second. The way he's going, you'd expect him to kick it. And he does. He puts it through, splits the middle. Sydney now have grabbed the lead. Sydney by 2 points.
Hardy got away with it, and the Swans play a little unlucky.
Goods' kick was fantastic, and then Jetta takes a clever one. Well, he's run down brilliantly and should have probably been penalised by Dempsey. Reed, it's a frantic little patch here, and then Stanton belts it forward. They've got numbers. Ryder takes a courageous mark, can go all the way, doesn't need to. Well, it's a 51 and 50 the other. Bangs it, well done. Watson should kick a goal. He does. Good stuff, Cranberry. Paved the way for the captain. Essendon back in front.
6 all time amongst Essendon's greatest players, Tim Watson. No surprise there. But his son is going to climb that ladder too. Here's Stanton sending it back in towards the pocket, reaching over the top. Hurley goes back, finds it on the boundary, goes around that boundary. Almost the perfect kick, just missed Watson. Falling to the ground, slapped by Hocking. The McVeigh kicks the goal. Great stuff.
So the free kick for holding. So Bombers with those couple of goals get out to a couple of goal lead. Slow kick again is paying the Swans. Zarakis, Munford. That beat test comes in good handy now. Zarakis kicks to the pocket. Cranberry, good decision maker normally. Hooks it back. And it's a goal. That's the best decision of all. There you go. He's kicked 2.
Well, Shaw's been very lucky a couple of times, and aided by the numbers. Everett gave it to Grundy to Shaw. He wasn't penalised, so we say well played to Shaw, but well played there by Ryder. Knocked it to his own advantage. Windelek will win the day. He was battered and buffeted there by Shaw moments ago, and suddenly pops up on the end of the Ryder kick. Puts it through. 23 points the margin.
Feel like he can impact. So the Swans catch-up footy's been a hard thing to do today. Lovely mark.
He grabs on him. See why.
Give him 2 years and oh boy. Kick to centre half forward. And Rowan taking the mark, but I think McGlynn thought it was for him.
6 of the 16 clubs last week used the sub-4 injuries. Obviously, there haven't been any injuries so far, so it'll be interesting to see whether they activate for strategy, I guess, for game plan. And Love Murray, very handy sub player.
Gee, Rowan struck that really well.
Gee.
What a great kick. 22 minutes since a goal, they needed it.
One down by the big guy, Bell Chambers. Under the boot, Hocking was at 15. Barely. Jude Bolton worked hard again today, knows no other way. Inside the centre square, low punishing kick coming up on the lead. Bevan grabbed by the arm, he's going to get the free kick. Can he replicate what Rowan did moments ago? Obviously thinks the distance is within his grasp, and that's a sweet. It may have landed 1 roll longer. He's got 2. Came out and did some interval training around the centre square. Nice kick, McVeigh. It's about 60 metres out. It will prolong some careers, and we'll see players who are well suited to it. It won't be everyone's cup of tea. There goes the kick from McVeigh inside the forward 50. Tracking back, O'Keefe can turn around, line up the goals, kicks across the body. It's good. Goal to Sydney. Margin less than a goal now. It's as cool as a morning fog in there, but not in a fog. Heppel's got the football, goes across the ground, a high ball. Leading back in the race is not the man you want to be leading in the race. Goods right on the 50. High ball towards full forward. Bevan will fly from behind. Should have marked it almost. He found himself up there with no opposition. Hanbury falling to the ground. McGlynn. McGlynn's kick is good. Sydney in front.
Great stuff, Adam Goods.
And the other thing, Goods has gone into the centre square in the second half of this match and had a big impact. Lovett Murray, those fresh legs to full forward. Ryder dangerous. Richards did well. And now Hurley. Yep, what a game. Hurley puts the Bombers back in front. Keep an eye on that. Smith did well. Back turn and then goes bang to about 60 metres out. Kennedy's been quietish. Hanbury, handball out. Kennedy with some toe there. Left foot, good, well done. One hawk to another, eh? He kicked 3 last week, McGlynn. He's sitting on 2 here. Been a big goal kicker at the Swans. Struck it well. 10, we've got the close one. It's all square.
Hardingham and Bevan just get it into an even number contest. That's their best bet.
12 minutes since a goal.
What a game. Mumford slaps it down. Beautifully done. Laid it in the path of McVeigh, who was forced to hand pass down towards the 50. Hardingham left it behind. Goes back, finds it, runs into trouble. Hot one. He's going to be penalised, I think.
Sydney 3.
Holding the ball. Hardingham had it too long. So Jude Bolton, suddenly a goal kicker of some note, going at his 3rd for the 2nd week in a row. How important is this kick? He's on song, splits the middle. Dempsey, the high ball to midfield. They need it on the deck here. Mumford missed it. Ryder got the crumb, kicks towards half forward. Out of bounds, not a bad result.
That's it.
I meant on the bounce, not on the full. Oh dear. So 5 points the difference. Sydney on top, 37 seconds to go, and Matner's got it. Matner and Grundy have worked overtime in that defence today. Both of them at various times heroic as he kicks it beyond the wing. Big pack. Ryder tries to punch it forward. All Sydney, it's out of bounds.
Speaking of heroic, Shane Mumford's played a hell of a second half. We spoke about at the start of the game, he's going to have to shoulder the ruck responsibility, just getting himself into the right spot. Huge effort.
Bombers need a clearance. They need some clean football here. Mumford front spot. Tries to lay it down. Ryder hacks it out of the air. Mark to the sub in Meredith. And you would think that the Swans are going to win. Out wide, this has been their problem area today, but they're right now. This is a big win. Everett's kick to Jetta. Ironically, he's got the footy because it hasn't been his best day, but he'll celebrate in a moment. This is the stuff that you really build a year on, don't you?
Terrific.
A come-from-behind win for the Swans. So a sensational game here. Sydney coming from behind to beat Essendon. It was 98 to 93. 5 points the Swans over the Bombers.